Absolutely, Mark. We were talking about this in the women's game. It's good to feel normal again in that last year, obviously, the Mountain East Conference canceled the regular part of the start of the schedule. They had a limited schedule. It was only Mountain East Conference basketball was all they were allowed. So it feels good. And, again, they didn't even start the season until the first of the year. So to be able to play basketball, for us to be able to broadcast basketball early in the season, just like it should be, it feels very, very good to have some sense of normalcy once again. And I'm sure seeing fans in the stands is a big deal as well. And just an opportunity to get back to normal, as we said, with some very high-level action. The Mountain East Conference is always very high-octane basketball. It's exciting basketball. You never know what you're going to see here. You know you're going to see a very good scorer for West Virginia State in Glenn Abram, but there's a lot more around that team than just him. Yeah, very, very tough situation for Coach Brian Poore, and I know that the community around him has really rallied. His team has rallied around him, and that's what you need. And, you know, oftentimes when this kind of thing happens, you just got to try to get back to normal as best you can, and getting back on the floor is a big deal. I mean, we often say it, there's nothing that his dad would want more than him to just be on the sidelines coaching this team in the 23rd season at the helm, and so that will help heal. This has been a very interesting start to the season for the West Virginia State team. You look at their record at 3-3, and you're like, they brought everybody back from last year. They brought everybody back from last year's team, and you thought, how are they only 3-3? Well, then you look at the teams that they just got done playing in that Chris Paul Invitational. Yeah, this is a very good West Virginia State team. Give it time.
Biscuit World, we use the freshest ingredients in our made-from-scratch biscuits. The Biscuit and Gravy Platter. Hot and fresh biscuits, made from scratch gravy. Now that's a meal, served all day long, and only available at Tudor's Biscuit World.
Geno's introduces the Big Cheese, our supersized pizza piled high with extra cheese for only $9.99. A blend of 3 different cheeses, mozzarella, parmesan, and provolone. Try Geno's Big Cheese Pizza for only $9.99.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Happy Honda Days from all of us at Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today or shop online.
This is my kind of holiday. The LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks and even discounts on fuel. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State being introduced here inside the Walker Convocation Center against State 3-3, Frostburg 2-5, State 0-1. In Mountain East Conference play, Frostburg at 1-1. Again, a nice moment of silence earlier for the late Dave Pops Poor, the father of longtime Yellow Jacket head coach Brian Poor. Brian Poor in his 23rd season as the head coach here at State, 355 career wins, all-time winningest coach. His assistants are Marcus Reed, E.J. Reed, Lester Raines, and Rob Ely. Frostburg is guided by a Frostburg graduate and a former assistant coach in Sean Brown. He's the 14th head coach in the 77-year history of the program. Second season, he was also an assistant from 02 to 04, 07 through 15. He was the head coach at Pitt Bradford for 3 years before coming back to his alma mater. He was a two-time captain and at one point owned the three-point shooting record there at Frostburg. His assistant is Jimmy Schmidt. Our officials are Don Curtis, J.K. Goins, and Steve Gandy. Well, Andrew, what do you expect in this one here tonight? Well, we have Glenn Abram leading the way, 18.5 a game for West Virginia State. Jeremiah Moore, 14.8. Anthony Pittman, also in double figures, averaging 14 points a contest. Frostburg in the black uniforms, red and black, the school colors, but the all-black uniforms here tonight. West Virginia State in the home white. From the outside, launching and unable to get it to go is Michael Tate Jr. He is a 6'4 junior out of Houston, Texas. That's a long way from Houston to Frostburg, Maryland. Anthony Pittman, former Capitol High star, fading away. Shot would not drop, and the rebound snagged there by Sean Patterson, who averages 4 rebounds a contest. And I believe we're going to get a foul on Pittman. That Frostburg coming in, averaging 75 points as a team. They allow 82.7. State 74.8. That's what the Yellow Jackets are scoring through 6 games while allowing 78.5. And we have our first bucket of the game, rifling it in. Jahar Williams from the outside, and Frostburg with the early 3-0 lead. Jeremiah Moore been playing some good basketball. He averages 35.8 minutes per game. State comes up empty, but here's Abram getting it back, comes from the outside, firing and knocking it through. Noah Jordan, young man out of the Indianapolis, averaging 6.8 a game. Now Frostburg, the Bobcats dumping it down low and denied there, and here come the Yellow Jackets. And Abram from anywhere on the floor, he is dangerous. That shot will not fall through, though. Right. A beautiful complex here, the Walker Convocation Center. Good hustle there by Abram. It will be Frostburg's basketball. And we play this game inside the Doris W. and Walter F. Johnson III Arena. And surface here, the Lester Raines Court. And our game tonight being presented by Lester Raines Honda. Great to have you with us here on Video Productions. First day of December and college basketball. Continuing on here, both teams had a busy month of November. 7 games for Frostburg and 6 for West Virginia State. Steve Gandy, one of our officials here, he was on the great Herbert Hoover football team of 1977 that went undefeated, and a Hoover football team did not go undefeated again until this season. Great campaign for Joey Fields' Huskies. Unfortunately fell in the opening round of Fairmont Senior, the same team that beat Herbert Hoover back in 1977. Unbelievable. Fairmont Senior, the 16th seed, they're going to play for a state championship in Wheeling this weekend against Independence. All right, Frostburg attacking here in this 3-3 game, and scoring it is Michael Tate Jr. He comes in averaging 12.9 a game.
Transferred from Jackson State.
Yeah, I had a chance to see Jackson State a couple of weeks ago going up against the Thundering Herd. Threes for the Bobcats here early on.
Feeling very confident shooting the ball.
Pittman wants to rifle. That one misfires, and down the floor, spitting it. State the other way, Pittman. So the foul will be whistled on Frostburg's number 0. Kanan Bartley. Bartley out of Miami, 6'2" graduate student.
Bartley checked out for Jalen Johnson.
Driving and getting it to go is Noah Jordan, who has all 5 West Virginia State points.
Boy, Jordan is feeling it. He's got all 5, Mark. I wouldn't say this guy's coming out of nowhere, obviously. He's a transfer in from Northern Oklahoma Community College. Was not on the roster last year, and he steps in and makes an immediate impact in this ball game.
Fouls on Sean Patterson. Couldn't get the free throw to go. And now on the other end, we have a whistle and a foul on State.
Boy, Michael Tate, Mark, went down hard against the back part of the rim and backboard. Thankfully, he jumped up. Looked like his shoulder was in some serious pain there. Able to jump up, still holding that right shoulder, though.
So Jeremiah Moore commits the foul, his first 2 team fouls on State, 2 on Frostburg. And at the line is Tate Jr.
Averages 12.9 points per game. Pretty solid at the line, too, a 70% free throw shooter on the season.
Average 7 points, 3 assists, and 4 steals there at Jackson State. Makes the move, and he knocks down both free throws and makes it a 10-5 Frostburg lead. Across the timeline for State, Dwayne Jones has checked into the game, number 12. Transfer from Coppin State. Here's Abram, the Chicago native. Can't get it to go. Driving and getting fouled is Jalen Johnson.
Yeah, Abram recovered after that miss defensively. You're seeing what Frostburg State's trying to do here in the first half, Mark. They're trying to push the action off of misses. Abram nearly took Johnson's head off, trying to swat that shot attempt.
So Abram with his first foul of the game, 3 on State, and up and in for Jalen Johnson. Johnson out of Baltimore, 6-foot sophomore, Dundalk High School. He was the team MVP as a junior and senior, and he was the Unsung Hero Award winner as a sophomore. 12-5, Frostburg lead. Down low, and Jeremiah Moore will drop it in. Moore coming in averaging 14.8 a game, gets it to go. He had 22 points in that game against Millersville earlier in the season. He's had back-to-back games of 18 against Morehouse and Concord.
Well, Jahar Williams just right in our front door there as he sailed. I'm glad that Mark Martin was looking down at his sheet there, because he just sailed right over your head. Looking for that loose
flinch,
ball.
Yes,
you didn't flinch one bit.
Had I been looking up, I probably would have jumped out of my seat. All right, Pittman will trigger it in here for State. Early 12-7 lead for the Bobcats of Frostburg. Frostburg had a great football season. Of course, West Virginia State got its new turf, its new lights. Beautiful stadium there. Dickerson Stadium, Lake and Ray Field, and Dwayne Jones gets his first bucket of the games. Jones, 3.8 a game he's played in all 6 games, averaging 28.7 minutes a contest off of Jahar Williams. And we got a timeout here on the floor. It is Frostburg 12, West Virginia State 9. You're watching Mountain East Conference basketball featuring West Virginia State on Video Productions. Back inside the Walker Convocation Center, 14:38 to go here in our first half. Frostburg and West Virginia State. Frostburg with a 12-9 advantage. Michael Tate Jr. with 7 points to lead the way. Jahar Williams knocked down a 3. A couple of free throws by Jalen Johnson. That's scoring for Frostburg. For West Virginia State, Noah Jordan with 5. Dwayne Jones and Jeremiah Moore each with 2. So, Brian Poor obviously wants to see 0 and 23 get into the scoring act.
Yeah, Abram has tried to create his own shot a couple of times, just hasn't found the mark yet. Give it time.
And here he is, will step inside the three-point line. He can't get it to go. And Kanan Bartley grabs the rebound for Frostburg, and then tough drive there by Tate Jr. They altered that shot. Here comes State trying to carve into this lead. That at the moment is 3 for Frostburg.
Like the driving and looking for your teammates there. The last score was Moore giving it off to Jones to do it. Jones was trying to return the favor there.
Pittman gets it in to Abram. And now from the corner, here is Jordan. Cannot get it to drop. Another rebound for Bartley.
As I mentioned, will West Virginia State be able to shoot early? Right now, not shooting very well as a team overall from the outside.
Driving, and Bartley will get it to go. Bartley coming in, averaging 18.8 a game, and he gets his first bucket. Transferred from Maryland Eastern Shore out of Miami. Pittman, nice pass there, and down low, and getting it to roll through. But Jordan's had those roll around the rim and finally dropped.
That was a perfect no-look dish onto the right block, and I'm telling you, I am very impressed with Jordan early.
14-11 game here in Institute. Great to have you with us here on Video Productions. Ernest Jenkins is getting up off the bench for State. Frostburg comes up empty offensively. Abram. Anthony Pittman. Stayed right here in the Kanawha Valley and loving life at West Virginia State. Jeremiah Moore gets it to go, and State within 1 here at 14-13, Andrew.
A strong move, went baseline side, and then showed his nice touch with the bank shot.
Bartley will pop it.
Bartley feeling it now. Fired up that quick 3 that missed the last possession, but again, if you're a shooter, you continue to shoot.
Bartley's only played in 4 games this season, and Pittman just got hit with his second foul, this one on the offensive end.
Yeah, just 4 games so far for Bartley, but they've been quite effective. Again, as you mentioned, 18.8 points a game, 6 rebounds a game for that young man.
And Brian Poor will have to sit down Pittman. He also has Abram taking a break, so they bring in Ernest Jenkins, number 3, 6'2", 175-pound graduate student out of Upper Marlboro, Maryland, transferred from Morgan State. He's in the game along with number 45, Bradley Lewis out of Chicago. And new player into the game for Frostburg, and that's Bo Sheen, and Sheen made a beautiful pass down low to number 10, Sean Patterson.
Well, the State gambled on that pass out top to Sheen, and the defender flew by, and Sheen just rocketed that down to the right block to his teammate Sean Patterson, who earns a trip to the free throw line.
All right, checking out will be Edwards and Williams for Frostburg. Justin Roseme, number 33, has entered the game. And I believe Johnson is back in. And up, and the shot would not go there for Patterson. So Patterson still looking for that first point of the game. Down low, they work it to Moore and take it away. Frostburg on the attack. Roseme goes to Johnson.
That's great defense by Roseme on Jeremiah Moore. He was denying him on the low side that time and got a hand around and poked that away.
Attacking, shot up, and wouldn't drop partially blocked there. Here comes State on the attack. Up and off the glass. Wouldn't go, but tapped back up and in by Bradley Lewis. Jones is shot a little too strong. Lewis there for the putback. 18-15 Frostburg.
Boy, so Lewis gets the block on the defensive side and gets the putback on the offensive side. Great athleticism by that young man.
The drive, no good there by Michael Tate Jr. And State goes back to work, and here's Jenkins, and he is going to be fouled. Another look here, Andrew.
Yeah, look at the attack there by Jones, just missing, but Lewis getting in there and flying for the putback, left-handed putback by Bradley Lewis, the senior transfer.
Sheen committed the foul. That's his first team foul, number 3. Tariq Brown, 6'6", 190-pound sophomore out of Columbus Eastmore Academy. He wears number 34. He's in the game. And how about Lewis with a couple of buckets back-to-back?
They found Lewis flashing along the baseline there, and he got loose on the right side, just showing some great touch again.
Devin Perry, number 2, in the game for State. Checking in, Marcellus Carroll, who wears number 20. He's in there for Frostburg, and a nice drive by Johnson for Frostburg. He has 4.
We're seeing a lot of good touch here early.
And then Johnson with the defensive play and the pass. Nice, smart play there by Bartley. Bartley has 6, 22, 17 for Frostburg.
A quick little pump, and Perry went flying by.
Lewis delivers from the outside. A three-pointer. Lewis with his 4th 3 of the season makes it 22-20.
Boom, Lewis with 7 points, all in the last 2 minutes of this game.
Bo Sheen checks out, and Roseme comes in for Frostburg. We have a break in the action here in Institute. Tight one, Frostburg by 2 over the Yellow Jackets. You're watching Mountain East Conference basketball featuring the West Virginia State Yellow Jackets on Video Productions.
Happy Honda Days from all of us at Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today or shop online.
This is my kind of holiday.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way,
tell them Hug sent you.
that's right, Little General Stores, your road's neighbor. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Great to have you along here inside the beautiful Walker Convocation Center, home of West Virginia State University Yellow Jacket basketball, the Mountain East Conference, and the great commissioner, Reed Amos. And we are delighted to have you. Tonight's game being presented by Lester Raines Honda. West Virginia State with Lewis coming aboard and scoring 7 consecutive points for the Jackets.
He has not missed. 3 of 3 shooting and 1 for 1 from 3.
Frostburg got the first bucket of the game, then it was tied at 3. Managed to hang on to that lead here. Shot up and in. Boy, Tate. And they need a bucket. Go to Tate.
He's got 9 now, leading all scorers in this game.
24-20 game. Yellow Jackets with both Glenn Abram and Anthony Pittman on the bench right now. Nice play there by Moore to tap the miss by Jenkins back up and in. But quickly down the floor comes Frostburg, but they turn it over. State a chance to tie or take the lead here. And from the outside, rainbow shot by Jenkins, and the Yellow Jackets with the lead, Andrew.
For the first time, the Yellow Jackets lead. You could see Jenkins had the green light. Very impressed with Moore right before that with the putback, but Jenkins said, I'll take care of business on this one.
7th three-pointer of the season for Jenkins. Shot from the left of the key, rattling around, won't go. Well, the shot was missed there by Johnson. Another look here at Jenkins.
Just spotted up after that quick touch pass, and I think Frostburg stayed a little slow to recover on that defensive play. You got to be careful and you got to be ready every time the Yellow Jackets cross the timeline. They may be ready to shoot.
Marcellus Carroll committed that foul. Frostburg with 14 fouls, State with 5. Anthony Pittman on the bench for State with 2 of those. And Lewis, lefty's three-pointer that time would not go. And here comes Frostburg. Edwards into the front court for the Bobcats, attacking. Up with a shot and would not drop. The Bobcats keep it alive. Nice pass from Bartley. And he finds Tate Jr., who has entered the double-figure zone.
And a beautiful pass on the assist by Bartley. Tate with the finish. Coach Brian Poore over there, Mark, he has been screaming bloody murder for the last 2 series at one of the officials for some reason. He was even getting the press row involved in that yell. I don't know what had him red under the collar, but he was not happy.
Tate commits the foul, so now 5 team fouls on Frostburg, and at the line, and sinking the free throw is Devin Perry. Perry coming into this game, just 5 points on the season out of Louisville DeSales High School. Carroll checks out for Frostburg, and out of the game for State is Tariq Brown. And Abram is back in for the Yellow Jackets.
And Jeremiah Moore will get a breather.
Yep, and Jordan has checked back in for the Yellow Jackets. So Perry with a couple of free throws there. State leads it 27-26.
Picking up some pressure defense out top now.
Driving is Edwards. And Lewis going to be whistled for the foul there.
Boy, Lewis has been an immediate impact player here tonight. I mean, you just look at the body of this guy. He looks like a fullback, honestly, Mark, but his athleticism that we've seen in the first 13 minutes of this game is quite impressive. Really the only one blemish on it was that early three in the offensive set that he airballed. But other than that, he's doing great things. Not a lot of body contact on that, just enough to get the whistle.
Edwards ties it up at 27 and gives Frostburg the lead at 28-27. Back to Lewis, again out of Chicago. He started 5 games this season. He's played in all 6, had 14 in that victory against Shaw. Second game of the season. Shot would not drop that time for Jenkins. Now it rains. It was raining as I walked in here tonight. It's raining when he puts up a shot.
Absolutely. Plenty of arc on that.
Bartley's shot wouldn't go for the Bobcats, and there is a whistle and a foul on Frostburg, and it's going to go against Edwards. Edwards with his first of the game. Team foul number 6 on Frostburg. Devin Perry. Glenn Abram yet to score here. Nice assist, though, as he gets it to Jordan. Little finger roll up and in. Jordan has 9 in the game. Nice assist there by Abram. Came in with 14 on the season.
Just the high post pick and roll, Mark, effective and well executed.
In the lane, shot no good. Patterson, though, retrieves. And now here is Bartley on the move. Bartley is tough.
Yeah, we're seeing two of the better scorers in the league here between Abram and Bartley. Right now, Bartley showing his muscle. Abram yet to score.
Jenkins looking for another three, and he's got it right down the bottom of the hatch.
And do you need to score if you're Abram right now? You got a lot of other guys showing their abilities.
Jenkins with 6 points, both from behind the arc. Bartley driving in and scoring, not going to be denied at all. He's got 10.
Back-to-back points for Bartley. This is an aggressive player.
Here is Abram looking, and finally, you knew it was only a matter of time.
It was only a matter of time. He's got a very short memory. Those misses he remembers for about 20 seconds, and then he's back to shooting again.
His 17th three-pointer of the season. He gives State a 3-point lead. State with 5 threes here in this first half. Nice drive there. How about Tate here in this first half?
Well, Tate was the one that got the scoring started. He had the first 7 points for this Frostburg team. And then, of course, he kind of gave way to Bartley. But these two guys are really attacking the basket.
Perry and Lewis will check out for State. And back in for the Yellow Jackets, Jeremiah Moore and Dwayne Jones. At the line is Michael Tate Jr. Can't get that shot to go, so a lead of 1 for West Virginia State. A close play there as Johnson was guarding Noah Jordan pretty tight, and whistle and a foul and a break in the action here. Just under 5 to go in this first half. Good one here in Institute. Yellow Jackets by 1. You're watching Mountain East Conference basketball featuring the Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State. Jenkins and the Jackets with the lead. Back in a moment on Video Production.
The LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks and even discounts on fuel. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
At Tudor's Biscuit World, we use the freshest ingredients in our made-from-scratch biscuits. The Biscuit and Gravy Platter. Hot and fresh biscuits, made from scratch gravy. Now that's a meal. Served all day long and only available at Tudor's Biscuit World.
Geno's introduces the Big Cheese, our supersized pizza piled high with extra cheese for only $9.99. A blend of 3 different cheeses, mozzarella, parmesan, and provolone. Try Geno's Big Cheese Pizza for only $9.99.
35-34, our score here, 4:58 to go in the first half. First day of December, Mountain East Conference basketball. Can't beat it. And a good one here, Andrew Miller.
Absolutely. These two teams are really going at each other. High energy action. I'm very impressed with Bartley and Tate both. These two are straight line driving, bulldozing in. Tate only averages 8 points a game. He's already got 13 on the night. Bartley with 10. 2 double-figure scores in the first half alone. But on the other side, Nate Jordan with averaging just 6 points a game. He's got 9 already. I said Nate, I meant Noah. Sorry about that.
53.8% free throw shooter coming in. He missed one earlier, but knocks those down to give State a 37-34 lead.
Now he's in double figures with 11.
Keenan Bartley, the graduate student out of Miami. Shot clock is at 6. And the shot is up, and that is pretty for Johnson.
Well, Jalen Johnson put the defender on skates that time and then pulled up for the mid-range jumper.
A nice drive there on the other end for Dwayne Jones for West Virginia State. Jones has 4 in the game. Came in averaging 3.8 for Brian Poor's crew. And here's Bartley, baseliner, and knocks it through. Bartley having himself a nice game here. He has 12 now.
Well, Mark, he missed his first shot. He's only missed one since. He's 6 for 8.
Nice passing by the Yellow Jackets, and how about the slam by Jordan?
Very unselfish play by West Virginia State in this first half. We've seen numerous great passes for assist. That was a nice flush to give 13 to Jordan.
41-38 our score. State by 3. Shot on its way, and connecting is Johnson. And just like that, we are even Steven at 41.
Or these two teams average right around 78 points a game. This might be one of those 100-point games.
From the outside, shot would not go for State's Jones.
You take a look there. Jones just feeling very good about it. Sometimes you know you got pressure there. You don't pull that, but he's feeling it, so he pulled the trigger quickly. Nice three-point shot. Both of these teams, Mark, shooting 55% plus in this first half.
Here is Jenkins looking for another 3, and he's got it. Jenkins with his 3rd three-pointer of the contest. Came in with 6, Andrew, on the season.
He's got 9 points and 3 threes in this first half alone. We're being treated right now, Mark, to a very good shooting night from both of these teams.
This doesn't feel like a December 1st game, does it?
No, it does not. This is MEC Conference Tournament type shooting.
Shot on its way and would not go.
That's great defense, Mark, by Dwayne Jones there on Johnson. Johnson had nowhere to go with it, tried to just launch a 3 with a hand in his face, didn't have enough on that one. Good defense, though, in the half-court set by the Yellow Jackets, causing that shot clock violation.
Yellow Jackets by 3, and with the basketball.
Or defense by Bartley there.
And then a beautiful move on the other end by Johnson. Maneuvers his way to the bucket and scores it.
They were trying to hand that off over to Abram off of the screen, and Bartley jumped right in front, poked it away. Ended up with a nice assist as well as Johnson scored again.
And Johnson with 11 in the game, and then Moore scores. He now has 8 in the contest. Puts State back up by 3 here.
Nice controlled move by the veteran, Jeremiah Moore. Got some grad students here, some grad assistants. Abram, Jenkins, and Jeremiah Moore, all grad assistants now.
Shot is up and no good, and out of bounds, and last touching West Virginia State. You get these graduate students and, just that chance to, continue your education, play the game you love. And, of course, with COVID, a lot of them are referred to as super seniors.
Absolutely. Their season was cut short last year. Didn't even start until the first of the year. It was only MEC action. So basically half of a season, and that's not the way you want to see seniors go out. I really like the way that things were done, and I like that these guys have one more chance to do that. And, again, it's an opportunity for them to continue their schooling, and that's, of course, number one on the list is these guys are going to walk out here with graduate degrees.
No doubt about it. All right, quick timeout here, and State 46-43 lead. To see Brian Poor there again coaching this game, and he will for a long time with a heavy heart. His father, Pops, as they called him.
You see all of the shirts, Mark, on the back of them. They got the heart with Pops written right in the middle of them.
And Dave Poor was a great man. Passed away on Sunday, and again, he never missed a game here. And at Old Fleming Hall, home games and a lot of the road games he attended. Watch his son Coach the game he loves. And driving in and getting fouled is Johnson. The State's up 46-43. Abram with just 3 points, and Pittman in foul trouble, hasn't scored. I think if you talked to Brian Poore before the game and you told him those were going to be the numbers of these two standouts, say, hey, I'll take it if we're up by 3.
Well, I think there's 2 reasons for that. Abram with 4 assists and 3 rebounds, even without many points. And with Pittman in some trouble, you've got Dwayne Jones and Noah Jordan really stepping up big in their roles, specifically Jordan with 13. Of course, also Jenkins with some scoring. Lewis has done a great job off of the bench as well. So you've got these role players around Pittman that he doesn't need to do everything every night if the rest of them are producing as well.
A big play there by Edwards. They missed the free throw, but Edwards kept the missed shot alive, and then Edwards is going to take it himself. How about Edwards? That's his first field goal of the game. He ties it up 46-46.
Well, you can see the MO for the Bobcats. They are wanting to attack the rim, and they have done it throughout this first half with effectiveness.
Abram getting it to Moore, and Moore is going to be fouled on the play. Get the call there from J.K. Goins.
Yeah, Johnson came flying over in help defense, and as Moore was trying to get to the rim, Johnson just swiped that ball, missed the ball, and got a piece of body. As you can see, Moore feeling a little rough after that foul.
Johnson's second foul. So Moore in the game with Abram, Dwayne Jones, Jenkins, and Noah Jordan. That's the State lineup at the moment. And can't get the first to go through. Frostburg going to switch it out here, and Patterson will check out. Jahar Williams is back in, so he joins Edwards, Tate Jr., Jalen Johnson, and Bartley. Moore will get the second, and Moore's going to head out, and Bradley Lewis, who's had some good production here for State in this first half, back in.
So Mark, check this out. Both teams 18 for 32 from the field. Both teams shooting 56%.
That's awesome.
It's coming at the rim for Frostburg State. And for West Virginia State, it's a mixture of the two. They've hit from outside, mid-range, and right at the basket.
The State has gunned in 6 3-pointers in this first half, just 2 for Frostburg. But as you said, they've attacked at the glass. Here's a shot from the outside. That would not drop there for Williams. And we're going to have a foul called on the missed shot. And that will go against Edwards, and that will be his second. And his team foul number 9, and that will put Abram at the line. Abram on the season, 89.2% at the stripe.
Mark, he is the 4th best free throw shooter in the entire Mountain East Conference with that 89% shooting. I think on that rebound, he might have been looking down into the basket. That's how high he was on that one.
Had 35 in the season opener against Livingstone. 21 against Shaw, 19 against Virginia Union. Here is the shot by Edwards, little running one-hander, and that will do it. Frostburg going to head into the locker room with the lead at 48-47. A dandy first half between the Bobcats of Frostburg State and the Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State. You're watching live streaming coverage of the Mountain East Conference featuring the West Virginia State Yellow Jackets here on Video Productions. Back in a moment.
biscuit world, we use the freshest ingredients in our made-from-scratch biscuits. The Biscuit and Gravy Platter. Hot and fresh biscuits, made from scratch gravy. Now that's a meal, served all day long, and only available at Tudor's Biscuit World.
Geno's introduces the Big Cheese, our supersized pizza piled high with extra cheese for only $9.99. A blend of 3 different cheeses, mozzarella, parmesan, and provolone. Try Geno's Big Cheese Pizza for only $9.99.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Happy Honda Days from all of us at Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today or shop online.
This is my kind of holiday. The LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks and even discounts on fuel. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Well, a lot of history here at West Virginia State University when it comes to basketball. And you think of the great Earl Lloyd. We had a chance this summer to do a story, and it was just incredible what has happened with basketball down through the years here. And Bill Nunn was a gentleman that played on one of those teams, Andrew, with Earl Lloyd. He came to state to play basketball, chose instead to came to play football, switched to basketball, and then moved back to Pittsburgh, where he was from, became a sports writer, and started picking the all-black college all-star teams. And from that, it led to a job with the Pittsburgh Steelers as a scout. And this past year, he was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And, well, what a story just right here from West Virginia State, just part of the rich history. And, well, we don't know how this game's going to play out. We still have a half to go. But I'll tell you what, you talk about maybe it's going to be a historic finish here, because this was a great first half of basketball between Frostburg State and West Virginia State.
Mark, I'm glad that halftime came. I needed a breather. It feels like we've gone through an entire game. Look at the numbers is all you've got to do. Both of these teams shooting an incredible clip. Again, for Frostburg State, they're trying to attack the basket, and they're doing it very, very well. For West Virginia State, they're able to pull back, shoot from outside. They're getting the mid-range jumpers. They're being very unselfish here tonight, and that's really creating a lot of openings to get to the basket as well. The numbers just speak for themselves. Both teams controlling the basketball, low turnovers for both sides. Both teams having some different guys step up. Again, we know that Glenn Abram can do what Glenn Abram can do. He only has 3 points tonight. He's tried only a few times to create his shot. He's only shot the ball 4 times, but he's dished out 4 assists. He's got 4 rebounds. He pulls defenders out to him, and that leaves it wide open for these other guys. Noah Jordan having a great game as well. Lewis, very impressive to me. The 2 bodies that I'm enjoying on Bobcats' side are, of course, Bartley and then Tate. Those 2 guys are strong-bodied guards, and they are just going bulldozers straight against the defense and attacking that basket, and they've been very successful as well. This has been very, very exciting for the first half. I'm very excited to see the second half. We've played a whole game, I feel like.
Yeah, we well, you did the women's game too. So let's go back and talk about that one just for a minute. Nice win for Charles Marshall's team.
Absolutely, and that was a Frostburg State team that came in winners of 2 straight, feeling themselves a little bit. They had the lead at halftime, 30-29, but it was the defense. It was just the relentless defense for Charles Marshall's group. He does a 5-in, 5-out. Constant pressure in the backcourt, and it really just wore down Frostburg State in the end. 25 turnovers, and it was all West Virginia State in the second half. They're now 5-2, by the way.
In this men's game, West Virginia State entering at 3-3, 0-1 in conference play, coming off that tough overtime decision to Concord on the road on Monday night. Frostburg entering at 2-5, 1-1 in league play. They defeated Wesleyan, lost to Davis and Elkins. Teams in the locker room talking it over. We return. Much more coming up here in Institute. You're watching live streaming coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball featuring the Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State and being presented by Lester Raines Honda here on Video Productions.
Happy Honda Days from all of us at Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today or shop online.
This is my kind of holiday.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
Happy Honda Days from all of us at Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today or shop online.
This is my kind of holiday.
Biscuit World, we use the freshest ingredients in our made-from-scratch biscuits. The Biscuit and Gravy Platter. Hot and fresh biscuits, made from scratch gravy. Now that's a meal, served all day long, and only available at Tudor's Biscuit World.
Geno's introduces the Big Cheese, our supersized pizza piled high with extra cheese for only $9.99. A blend of 3 different cheeses, mozzarella, Parmesan, and provolone. Try Geno's Big Cheese Pizza for only $9.99.
The LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks and even discounts on fuel. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Great to have you with us here inside the Walker Convocation Center, home of the West Virginia State University Yellow Jackets, entertaining Frostburg State University tonight in Mountain East Conference basketball on the first day of December. Great to have you along here on Video Productions, along with Andrew Miller, Garrett Lester, our great Video Productions crew, Robbie Mounts, Hunter Withrow. Got the whole crew here tonight, don't we, Andrew?
Well, we had everybody until we lost Butch.
But Butch Mounts, yeah. Butch vacated the premises, but hey, Butch brought plenty of pizza for you.
Yep.
So he took care of us as he always does. Well, let's look at individual scoring here in this game tonight, and we start with Frostburg State, who leads it by 1 at 48-47. 13 points for Michael Tate Jr. He has one of Frostburg's three-pointers in the game. Jalen Johnson has 12. He has the only other three-pointer for the Bobcats. 12 points for Kanan Bartley. 6 points for Edwards. 3 for Jahar Williams. And 2 for Sean Patterson. For the Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State, leading the way, Noah Jordan with 13 had a three-pointer. 9 points in the game for Ernest Jenkins, all from behind the arc. And also Jeremiah Moore with 9 points. 7 points for Bradley Lewis. Bradley Lewis had a three-pointer for the Yellow Jackets. Glenn Abram has a three-pointer. That's his only bucket of the game. 4 points for Dwayne Jones and 2 free throws in the contest for Devin Perry. I think if you are first for Coach Sean Brown, you're happy with the play of Tate Jr. and Johnson and Bartley and, just the all-out hustle of your team. If you're Brian Poor, I think you're happy that your two main guys offensively most of the time, Abram and Pittman. Of course, Moore also averages in double figures at 14.8. But right now, Abram and Pittman, just 3 points between the two, and that's at 3 by Abram. But as a coach, you have to be happy with those guys that got their opportunity to come into the game and produce and be productive for your team.
What it does, Mark, is it builds confidence in those guys. They're having good games. It's not as if they're not getting points. They're getting points off of many shots. This is high-level shooting for all these guys. And if you look there and you see Abram with 3 points, Pittman had foul trouble. He picked up those 2 early fouls, spent most of the time in the second half on the bench. We would look for him to obviously get back into the swing of things. And you know that it's just a matter of time for Abram. I rarely would ever see him not have at least a good half of basketball. So if you're able to add those two to the mix and you're only down 1 here at the half, if you're Brian Poor, you're feeling pretty confident about what you can do in the second half. The thing you're going to have to do defensively is find a way to get some help defense coming over when these guys are driving.
48-47, we're back with the second half in a moment on Video Productions.
General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
It's that time again. Show 'em how we celebrate. This is my kind of holiday.
Happy Honda Days from all of us at Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today or shop online.
This is my kind of holiday.
Ready to roll here with the second half action inside the Walker Convocation Center. Anthony Pittman, Glenn Abram, starting it out here in the second half for State, along with Dwayne Jones, Jeremiah Moore, and Noah Jordan. Edwards for Frostburg, along with Michael Tate Jr., Sean Patterson, Jalen Johnson, Jahar Williams. Starting it out here for Frostburg.
We're loving the confidence of Jeremiah Moore. He is 5 for 5 on his shot, showing great touch.
11 in the game. And I do want to correct myself, Jalen Johnson not in the starting lineup. Bartley is the other starter for Frostburg. So State now will have the basketball right back here in this opening minute of the second half.
Yeah, they were able to cut off that baseline drive. The shot goes awry, and it's last touched by Frostburg State.
Moore wanting to back in, turn around, can't get it to go.
I think they like the matchup with he on Jahar Williams inside there.
Here is Bartley maneuvering. Nice work there, but just could not get it to go. And back the other way come the Yellow Jackets. How about Jordan? He's going to step back out there and can't get the three to go. Tate Jr. corrals the missed shot, and then Tate Jr. drives and scores, and he has 15 in the game. Right back the other way. Then you got number 5 on one end and number 5 on the other end, and it's more for the Yellow Jackets now with 13. 1 point State advantage over Frostburg.
With Tate picking right up where he left off first half, driving the basket, but Frostburg State a little lazy getting back defensively, and the Yellow Jackets burnt them.
Patterson going to be hit with the charge. Steve Gandy right there on it.
Oh, and Jeremiah Moore, he's a seasoned veteran. He knew that he was feeling the contact as soon as that elbow was extended. It was a good call because the elbow was extended, and it was a great acting job by Moore because it looked like he got shot there out of a cannon.
Then Abram rifles. Can't get it to go. Driving is Edwards with that nice little left-handed drive there, and just could not get it to fall through. Pittman on the move. Pittman putting up the shot, and he's still scoreless. Of course, again, he picked up a couple of early fouls and missed most of the first half. Nice maneuvering there. How about Jordan in this game?
I'm telling you what, this guy is very confident right now. Very confident for just a sophomore coming in.
Northern Oklahoma Community College is where he arrived from, driving, and the shot would not go. Nice rebound there by Patterson, though, and gets it out to Williams, and his shot wouldn't go. And, well, they looked like they were going to get another opportunity at it, but then out of nowhere comes Dwayne Jones with the steal. He's got 6, and State with its biggest lead of the game at 55-50.
Listen, Dwayne Jones they took offense to the fact that he was a great box out there and didn't get that rebound, so he went after the second attempt and stole it and got the points.
All right, breaking the action here. You're watching Mountain East Conference basketball featuring West Virginia State on Video Productions.
Happy Honda Days from all of us at Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today or shop online.
This is my kind of holiday.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way,
Tell them Hug sent you.
that's right, Little General Stores, your road's neighbor. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Ryan Poore and his West Virginia State Yellow Jackets on top of Frostburg State here. 55-50. Second Mountain East Conference game of the season for the Yellow Jackets. Third for Frostburg. Nice drive by Michael Tate Jr. Has both buckets for Frostburg here in the second half. And on the other end, there is Jordan. Jordan now with 17 here for the Yellow Jackets.
Boy, and Jordan off the great pass by Jones was looking to slam that one right in the face of Patterson. And he ended up losing control of the basketball. It still went in. And that would have lit the crowd up.
Jahar Williams works against Anthony Pittman. Fades away, can't get it to go. Abram goes up.
And that was great defense with the 2 fouls for Pittman.
There is Anthony Pittman rifling in the three-pointer. That's his first basket of the game, his 7th three-pointer of the season. Our good buddy Bob Boland says, boy, once Pittman really gets that three-point game working, he is going to be the total package.
8-0 run in the last 3 minutes here for the Yellow Jackets.
Shot up and in by Bartley, who now has 14 in the game for Frostburg. Lynn Abram dishing. Pittman. Now he's starting to feel it.
Uh-oh.
Only takes one, doesn't it?
Uh-oh. You mentioned it. Coach Porter's got to be feeling good when those guys don't have points. Here comes Pittman.
9-point lead. Biggest lead of the basketball game. Frostburg led it by 7 in the first half, but answering is Bartley. He knocks down the 3. Just the 4th 3 of the game for Frostburg. That will stop the bleeding momentarily. And Pittman again. This one wouldn't go, but there's Jordan with the rebound, back up, and gets it to go.
Heat check for Pittman, and look at the excitement on the face of Noah Jordan having a tremendous game.
Thought for a moment we might have a foul called there, but did not. 19 in the game for Jordan. 65-57. Bartley negotiating. Boy, did he ever work it there, and then just launches and connects.
Bartley with 20 points on 9 of 13 shooting right now. It's pretty safe to say we're not cooling off at all, Mark.
Bartley leads all scorers at the moment. Here Pittman wants to work it and then dumps it down low. Now they'll kick it out. Shot clock at 6. Jordan couldn't get it to go. Moore snags the rebound. And Abram, unconscious.
You knew it was just a matter of time before Abram started to hit. Watch out from here on out.
Abram with 6 in the game and a timeout on the floor here. West Virginia State by 8. And you are watching live streaming coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball featuring West Virginia State on Video Productions. Glenn Abram and the Yellow Jackets on fire. Back in a moment.
The LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks and even discounts on fuel. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
At Tudor's Biscuit World, we use the freshest ingredients in our made-from-scratch biscuits. The Biscuit and Gravy Platter. Hot and fresh biscuits, made from scratch gravy. Now that's a meal, served all day long, and only available at Tudor's Biscuit World.
Geno's introduces the Big Cheese, our supersized pizza piled high with extra cheese for only $9.99. A blend of 3 different cheeses, mozzarella, parmesan, and provolone. Try Geno's Big Cheese Pizza for only $9.99.
It's a 68-60 West Virginia State lead over Frostburg here in this Mountain East Conference showdown on Video Productions, being presented by Lester Raines Honda. What a game we have here.
High-level action, great shooting for both teams. 53% still for Frostburg, 57% for West Virginia State.
Frostburg trying to stay in it here. Torrin Stevens, number 14, out of Baltimore. He has checked into the game for Frostburg, getting his first action of the season, averaging 4.9 a game. It's about 16.6 minutes a contest. Again, Frostburg playing its 8th game of the season, stayed at 7th, and there's a nice drive by Tate Jr. He has 19 in the contest. Dwayne Jones to Jordan, and Jordan up with a nice layup.
Boy, a quick move by Jordan right past Stevens. That little finger roll flip with the right hand from the left side.
That was nice. He is now the owner of game scoring honors. At the moment, I think it'll change, don't you?
And who's it going to change to is the question.
Well, here's a turnover by Frostburg as they fire right into the arms of Pittman. And now Pittman may take it coast to coast, and he does.
That's what he does, Mark. He's able to get the steal on the other end, take it coast to coast with the dribble drive on the other side.
Double-digit lead here, Andrew, our first of the game, correct?
Yep, absolutely. This has been a good, close game throughout. West Virginia State feeling their oats right now. And again, Pittman, who had 0 points at the half, he's got 8.
They bombed in a couple of threes, and now Tate Jr. trying to get a three to go there, and it just would not drop. Here comes Abram down the floor, splitting the defense. Ball goes out of bounds, last touching the black-clad Frostburg Bobcats. Sean Brown going to bring in Brown, and checking out is going to be Tate Jr. and also Bartley, and also checking back in for Frostburg is Rosemead, number 33.
So you take out your 2 leading scorers in Bartley and Tate. This is the time for West Virginia State to try to extend this lead if they can with those 2 big scorers on the bench.
Well, the shot from the outside was no good by State, but then the rebound and a foul was whistled, and that is going to go on Torrin Stevens. Stevens will check out of the game. Stevens, a career-high 16 against West Liberty, and he was 10 for 10 at the free throw line in that game. He's out right now, and now here's Frostburg. State comes up empty, and the Bobcats looking to whittle it down to single digits, but they can't get anything offensively on that possession.
It's an open look, but maybe a little early in the shot clock for Coach Brown.
It's never too early for this guy.
I said, uh-oh, right?
Abram.
Once he saw one drop, he's a shooter. Here we go.
13-point advantage. West Virginia State gunning from the outside. Nice shot there by Edwards. Get it back down to 10 at 75-65.
Boy, and Edwards with 9 now.
Abram to Pittman. Pittman with a beautiful pass there. They work it around. I'm telling you what, that's textbook ball movement. That almost had Harlem Globetrotter type feel to it.
West Virginia State really playing so unselfish in this game.
Tough shot there, but it's good for Justin Bailey, his first bucket of the game. Bailey in his first action, 6'4 junior, Riverdale, Maryland. And how about Pittman? No points in the first half, set for the bulk of the first half with 2 fouls, and now has 11 here in the second half. 3 of those from behind the arc. Back to a 13-point West Virginia State advantage. Frostburg trying to hang around here.
You almost get the sense that the State Yellow Jackets are saying, just go away, just go away.
Pittman launching again. That one won't go. Brian Poore with a smile on his face. But you know, a player like that, you got to give him a chance. Now the pass that was intended for Jeremiah Moore. Chased down there. Good job by Jalen Johnson. Straightaway shot won't go for Justin Bailey. Pretty nice pace we had going here.
I'm trying real hard to breathe, Mark. This has been very exciting.
Right now, State with a 13-point cushion in what has been a tight game here in Institute. Down low, get it to Abram, and he's fouled. Bucket, and we'll go to the line.
Second assist by Jeremiah Moore. That's one thing that young man provides. He can pass it from the foul line area. Found Moore with a no-look cut, found Abram with a no-look cut. Abram looked back for a second, drew the contact, the foul, and he's got double figures. State feeling it.
82-67. Jackets with the lead. We break away here in Institute. Outstanding action. Glenn Abram.
General.
Still got 10 minutes.
General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
That time again. Show 'em how we celebrate. Come on, this is my kind of holiday.
Happy Honda Days from all of us at Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today or shop online.
This is my kind of holiday.
82-67 our score here. 9:42 to go in the game. West Virginia State building up the biggest lead of the game here in this second half. And they've done it in a variety of ways, Andrew.
Mark, if I told you that a team that was shooting 50%, 42 from three, and only had 6 turnovers, you wouldn't think they were losing by 15 points. That's what's happening. Frostburg State is down 15 with those numbers. This is high-level basketball for West Virginia State and Frostburg State both.
(83-67).
And by the way, West Virginia State shooting 58%, 45 from three. They are shooting at a high clip. They've turned the ball over just 4 times.
Abram is out of the game now after making that free throw. Good defense there by Ernest Jenkins for the Yellow Jackets, and it goes into the hands of Pittman. And boy, he makes a beautiful feed there to Bradley Lewis, and Lewis now his first points of the second half. He has 9 for the game.
West Virginia State, Mark, with 17 assists on 34 buckets.
Here is Edwards, can't get it to go. Battling underneath there was Tate Jr. State going away here from the Bobcats, and Jenkins knocks down his 4th three-pointer of the game, all from behind the arc, and it's a 21-point advantage for State in what has been just a tremendous basketball game, very tight, but the Jackets starting to put some cushion between themselves and the Bobcats. But here's a nice shot up and in by Bo Sheen. Sheen's first bucket of the game. Sheen a career high of 22 against Shepherd as a Bobcat. Driving in is Devin Perry. He'll be fouled. So State right now works with Perry, Jenkins, Lewis, Pittman, and Jeremiah Moore. So Sean Brown going to bring back in Jahar Williams. Another look here at the shot by Jenkins. So let's see here. Frostburg going with Bartley, Sheen, Tate Jr., Jahar Williams, and Jalen Alberry is in the game. Now Barry wears number 12.
Well, and Jenkins liked the outside, but he's had enough. He figured I'll try the inside move. Drew the contact and the foul. Jenkins, by the way, 4 of 5 from 3.
So the foul will be assessed on Bartley, and that's his third. 5 team fouls on Frostburg here in this second half of action. Ernest Jenkins at the line and will connect.
We got a little bit of foul trouble again, as you mentioned, with Frostburg State. Bartley with 3, Edwards with 3. Nobody for West Virginia State in any foul trouble. Of course, you had Pittman with 2 early, but he still has 2. He's really got things going here in the second half.
Jenkins knocks down both free throws. She came in hitting 80%. Had 19 in the game against Livingstone, 14 against Shaw. So he's matched that season high of 14. And still got time to go here. 90-69. State well on its way to eclipsing the century mark for the first time this season. Nice drive there by Perry, and he's fouled.
He'll draw the contact on that last offensive play for Frostburg State. Bartley, a rare miss again early in the shot clock, but he's been so good today, and he sees the score and the time, and you got to make something happen here. Speaking of making things happen, this was a great drive by Perry. Almost got that thing to roll in. Need a little more stickum on it. Still just 4 turnovers, Mark, for West Virginia State in all this up and down action. They have really controlled the basketball. What they're doing is a recipe for success. They're shooting 60% from the field, 50% from the three-point line.
So Perry has 4 points in the game. They have all come at the free throw line. So Frostburg now with the basketball. Jalen Johnson, he'll pull up right at the free throw line. Can't get it to go, and Pittman skies and uses those long arms to get the rebound and then zips it at the last second to Lewis.
Another assist for Pittman, another big play for Lewis.
94-69 our score. Well, they say it is a game of runs, and sometimes you just start feeling it and you start pulling away, and that's what State has done. There is a look at that beauty by Pittman and the finish by Lewis.
Pittman with 3 assists, 17 on the season.
Another steal there by Pittman. Gets it to Perry. Perry, a little spinner, knocked away by Patterson.
Good defensive recovery for the senior Patterson to challenge and block that shot. But how did Pittman even get that ball to Perry? How did he even see him there? Pretty impressive stuff.
Jenkins gets it into Pittman. Back to Jenkins. Dribble drive on the baseline and tied up there by Patterson. And the possession arrow will be in favor of Frostburg. I think that's the first one we've had tonight when it comes to the possession arrow.
Absolutely. It's the first jump ball. Back-to-back big plays defensively for Sean Patterson for the Bobcats.
All right. This game far from over, so things are going to have to start happening, though, soon for the Bobcats. And Bartley just could not get that one to drop through. He's got a couple of threes in the game, but that one clanked around and wouldn't go.
Boy, those have to fall for Bartley and the Frostburg State team.
Pittman gunning for a 3. Tate Jr. so impressive in that first half. He got 6 in the game. He drives in. Foul will be called.
Well, Tate has been a relentless driver to the basket. Drew the contact on that play by Jenkins. That'll be the 3rd foul on Jenkins. I've been so impressed. Again, said it all night, Bartley and Tate just straight to the basket.
Frostburg 7 of 10 at the line tonight. State 10 of 13. Tate Jr. with the free throw there. It's a 24-point West Virginia State lead. Bartley is out for the Bobcats. Frostburg next in action at home against the University of Charleston. Tate gets both free throws. Tate now with 21 in the game. State will play Fairmont on Saturday. Joe Retton Arena. They're in the Friendly City. This little drive there by Perry. Couldn't get it to go. Coming out of there with it is Jalen Johnson to Edwards. Edwards scooping it to Roseme, and Roseme will score it.
A little bit of advantage, 5-on-1. Pittman the only man back for the Yellow Jacket defense on that play.
Roseme's first bucket of the game, and here is Pittman. Can't get it to drop. Tate Jr. going to have his shot swatted away there by Jeremiah Moore, and Tate Jr. goes down.
I think when he came down, Mark, Tate rolled the ankle there, and he went down quickly.
Third foul on Moore.
You know, and there wasn't a ton of contact there, just enough to get Tate apparently off of balance. And when he came back down, he came down and rolled that ankle. Of course, he's getting checked on here.
This young man has played a nice game for Frostburg.
Actually, he rolled the ankle, Mark, on the way up.
In the lane, yeah. Yeah, wow.
On the way up, that ankle. And feel for Tate, what a night he has had.
Great work by our camera crew, and he's up, and I don't know. He's not going to be able to put much weight on it.
Yeah, those things hurt rolling an ankle.
Get that ice on it as quickly as possible.
Tate with 21 points on the night to lead Frostburg State on 8 of 14 shooting, 5 rebounds. You just hate to see that happen. Just one of those freak accidents.
So at the free throw line is Bartley. Bartley has scored 20 tonight for Frostburg. Can't get that one to drop.
Bartley struggling here down the stretch of this ball game. Mark, he's missed a couple of threes. That last one was so wide open, you thought you better hit this one. And now he's missed at the line.
Sinks that one. Well, if you're just joining us, don't let the score fool you. This has been a great game up until just midway second half. State got it going here, and
Frostburg State actually had the lead at halftime by 1. The Yellow Jackets relentless shooting the basketball. They are still at 57%.
State turning it over there. Here's Edwards driving through, and he will score it. Foul's going to be on Jones. Edwards now with 11 in the game, make it 12 in the game.
Let's take a look at that drive, the dish to Edwards, just a little bit of body contact. Jones didn't like it, but it's good nevertheless. Now West Virginia State, a little four corners action, finally slowing things down a little bit, Mark, and trying to run a little bit of clock down here with the final 5 minutes remaining.
Driving and scoring it there is Jenkins.
Well, Jenkins has been very impressive tonight. I could say that about 5 or 6 different players for both teams.
Season high 16 for Jenkins, driving in and unable to get it to drop is Bartley with 4.5 to go.
Jenkins just crossing over twice, leaving Bartley on skates, and Johnson slow to recover on that play.
Timeout here on the floor. 96-77, State on top of Frostburg. You're watching live streaming coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball featuring the West Virginia State Yellow Jackets from Institute. And tonight's game being presented by Lester Raines Honda here on Video Productions. back inside the Walker Convocation Center along with Andrew Miller, our producer director Garrett Lester, Robbie Mounts, Hunter Withrow, Rich Mounts, who has left the building. I'm Mark Martin. I'm Mark Martin. Delighted to have you here for coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball featuring the Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State. Was a tight one for a long time. State pulling away here in the second half. Frostburg, do they have anything left here to battle through and see what can happen here in the final 4+? Edwards with the bucket there. Has 14 now in the game.
Excellent second effort for Edwards. Moore got the first block shot, but right back to Edwards for the make.
Justin Roseby in, and Jahar Williams is out. Way out and knocking down the shot. Isabel Elias.
Well, the freshman getting into the scoring column.
A runner there, no good by Johnson.
Again, challenged by Moore. That guy can get up.
Elias seeing action for the 6th game this season. Came in with 5 points and now make it 8. They knocked down that 3. State has 13 three-pointers in the game. Fade away there by Moore. Won't go down the floor to Edwards, and he'll lay it off the glass and in. And Edwards continuing to fight here. Came in averaging 13.7 a game. Went to Millersville to start his career at Montgomery College and then went to Millersville. He averaged 20.3 at Montgomery College, and certainly Sean Brown happy to have Edwards at Frostburg.
Yeah, he's been a nice addition here, especially tonight with 14 points, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. That's a good night.
Johnson picked up his 3rd foul of the game, but missing there is Elias. Here's Bartley on the move, up and can't get it to go. Battle for the basketball right into the hands of Johnson. And then the ball that's going to be State's basketball off of Frostburg.
Yeah, Johnson was looking for Edwards, who didn't attack to the basket. I like the defense on the last set, though, by Noah Jordan. Went straight up and down against Bartley, avoided the contact and the foul.
Dwayne Jones trapped in the backcourt, but gets it away to Noah Jordan, who gives it to Bradley Lewis. Lewis was a spark in that first half for State.
Absolutely.
Here is Elias, and that one won't be as successful as his first three-point attempt was. Lewis.
What a hustle play by Lewis there to save that in to his teammate.
Jones from the outside, and Edwards snags the missed shot. There's a little step there into the lane. Well, State turns it over off the Frostburg miss, and there's Edwards again, but they just can't get it to drop. And then once more, empty-handed, but they keep it alive here from the corner. Jalen Johnson, his shot wouldn't go. They had opportunities there, Andrew.
Yeah, absolutely. Just can't get it to fall. You know, this game has been high level. It looks like Frostburg State just kind of running out of gas here towards the end.
Lewis will be hammered. And that was on Johnson, so that's his 4th.
Well, Jihad Shockley coming into the ball game for the first time tonight. Shockley battled through some injuries last year in that shortened season.
Gavin Kinney, number 30. He's a Frostburg native, went to Mountain Ridge High School, getting his 3rd game action of the season. Lewis gives State the century mark at 100.
I'm so impressed with Lewis. He's in double figures as well. Everything going well here tonight. And can you imagine that there's a little extra help for West Virginia State tonight? Because they have played at a massively high level.
20-point lead for the Yellow Jackets. Driving and being fouled is Edwards. Rafe Hetherington getting set to check in for State. Shot up and in by Edwards.
And Coach Brian Poor getting down further and further to the bench. As you can see, this one with 1:45 left looks to be in hand. And if that is the case, Mark, these numbers are going to be very impressive for the Yellow Jackets throughout this ball game. They never faltered. They shot lights out from the field from three. They shot as a team very well from the free throw line. They kept the turnovers low. They had only 6 turnovers until that last little chaotic sequence. 21 assists, by the way, on the night on 38 baskets as well. Unselfish play. It's going to be one of those games that Brian Poor can look to and say this was a very well-played game by the West Virginia State Yellow Jackets. Here's Shockley. Wow!
I think Shockley might be a fan favorite. What do you think?
I think he might.
103-83. As we edge closer to the final minute of this one.
Carrington Hill, a little capital action as well.
Well, he was a great player there for the Cougars. And nice little drive there. And Gavin Kinney, who just snuck in. And he gets his first basket of the season. 103-85. Carrington Hill and Anthony Pittman played at Capital. Matt Green, the Capital High head coach, was here earlier tonight. Shot wouldn't go for Roseby. Hetherington. Carrington Hill trying to get into the book. Now Brown will score it there for Frostburg. 103-87. Brown will slam this one through. 103-89. Coach Sean Brown.
Till the bitter end,
yes,
babe.
sir. That's the way you do it. Carrington Hill. And that will do it. West Virginia State above the 500 mark now at 4-3, 1-1 in Mountain East Conference. Frostburg drops to 2-6, 1-2 in league play. We'll come back and recap it from Institute in a moment here on Video Productions.
We'll pick and roll.
Happy Honda Days from all of us at Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today or shop online.
This is my kind of holiday.
Little General Stores has served our hometowns for decades, providing those essential needs for the road of life. The LG family goes above and beyond to ensure that your experience is an easy one. That's why they offer the LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks, coffee, and even discounts on fuel. Rest assured, you'll leave knowing they have your needs covered. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you. Little General Stores, your road's neighbor.
That time again. Show 'em how we celebrate. Come on, this is my kind of holiday.
Happy Honda Days from all of us at Honda. Visit your local Honda dealer today or shop online.
This is my kind of holiday.
At Tudor's Biscuit World, we use the freshest ingredients in our made-from-scratch biscuits. The Biscuit and Gravy Platter. Hot and fresh biscuits, made from scratch gravy. Now that's a meal. Served all day long and only available at Tudor's Biscuit World.
Geno's introduces the Big Cheese, our supersized pizza piled high with extra cheese for only $9.99. A blend of 3 different cheeses, mozzarella, parmesan, and provolone. Try Geno's Big Cheese Pizza for only $9.99.
The LG Rewards Card, a way to earn points for free drinks and even discounts on fuel. And by the way, tell them Hug sent you.
Mountain East Conference basketball featuring the West Virginia State University Yellow Jackets, presented by Lester Raines Honda. West Virginia State wins it 103-89. Andrew Miller, heavy hearts here tonight. Brian Poor's father, the 23rd year head coach of West Virginia State. Dave Pops Poor passing away on Sunday. First time that Coach Poor has coached a home game, either in this arena or Fleming Hall, that his father was not here. His team victorious.
Well, his team not only victorious, Mark, but his team, I think, wanted to give a little extra effort here tonight, and they did exactly that. It wasn't just the extra effort, though. It was absolute execution from start to finish. Give Frostburg State plenty of credit. They played at a massively high level as well, but West Virginia State just was, from start to finish, as good as you can be on a night like this. They shot the ball well. They didn't turn the ball over. They shot well from outside. They played tough defense, unselfish basketball. They had 22 assists, Mark, on those 39 baskets. They were just very, very good tonight for a reason.
6 players in double figures for West Virginia State. Noah Jordan leads the way with 23, 21 each for Kanan Bartley and Michael Tate Jr. Andrew, great being with you, my friend.
Absolutely enjoyed it, Mark. Looking forward to do some more of these West Virginia State basketball games. A great atmosphere and just a great place to be.
Women's team winning earlier here tonight, 68-55. Stayed on the road this weekend at Fairmont, and the University of Charleston will invade Frostburg. So for our entire crew, Andrew Miller, this is Mark Martin saying so long from Institute. Your final score, West Virginia State 103, Frostburg State 89. You've been watching live streaming coverage of Mountain East Conference basketball featuring the Yellow Jackets of West Virginia State on Video Productions. Tonight's game has been presented by Lester Raines Honda.